Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome back to Season 6, Episode 7 of Conquering the Euro on Football Manager 2021. And today we find out whether the fairy tale of the Champions League ends or continues on. We go away to the Parc des Princes, to Paris Saint-Germain, to see if we can win the game over two legs. But first off, we played Leeds United at Goodison Park. And a good Leeds United, to be quite honest. They're only 6 points behind us in the league. They're a little bit out of touch maybe with the top 7 you could say, but they're certainly the closest of anybody to be in that group. Now, since the last episode, there's only been 2 matches. You'll remember last time out we got 2 draws against PSG. It's 1 each, so they do have the advantage on away goals. But if we score over there, and again, we'll come to that when the match comes round. And we drew against Newcastle, but after that we had a very strong performance against Tottenham. We went and beat them by 2-1. We dominated the match. I was a bit worried when Jorge Caicedo scored in the 81st minute. I thought, oh, here we go, it's 2 each. But disappointing once again to drop 2 points against Brighton. Brighton took the lead 39 minutes in. We controlled the game. Diego Almeida scored from a corner. We pushed up desperately to try and get 3 points, but we couldn't. And you have to say, both against Newcastle and against Brighton, we definitely missed out on 4 points. And that would have secured... We would have tightened our grip, at least, on third place. You can see as it stands, we have now played our game in hand. And we do sit very narrowly in 4th place by 1 point ahead of Tottenham. And any of those teams from Chelsea down to Arsenal, I mean, you could even consider Leeds in there potentially, could finish in the top 4. So we've got 10 games to go. It's very much, I think, going to be between Liverpool and Manchester United for the title. But we finished 4th last year. The real aim I'd love to go and finish 3rd, but the aim would be to go and secure Champions League football again. And getting 3 points today wouldn't harm us at all. So the team for the first match of the episode, then we got Pickford in goal. Livramento's back in the defence after his recent injury. We've got Godfrey, Almeida and Larios. Our midfield consists of Lewis Bate and Denis Zakaria, who's playing in a new role as a ball-winning midfield. This was a recommendation from one of the coaches, and he seems to be doing well in that role. We've got Atkinson, Iwobi and Satona in the attacking midfield, with Reece Nelson up front. A few of our bigger players, the likes of Lorenzo, Vandenberg, are only on the bench. They're a bit tired, and obviously we've got Paris Saint-Germain in France in a few days, and I want to play my best squad against them. But no issues today against Leeds. We've got a very good squad out there. We need to really go and take 3 points. We do today. After what happened in the previous match against Brighton and what happened against Newcastle, I would say it's imperative to go and take 3 points today. I guess it's part of the fun. If you win every match, you're going to win the league, aren't you? But really, matches against Brighton, matches against Newcastle, particularly the one against Brighton, because it was here at Goodison Park. Was it? I think it was here at Goodison Park. I'm sure it was either the Brighton or the Newcastle match. One of them at least was here at Goodison. So disappointed to drop points at home. Very nearly an early goal for Deji Satona there. Miesler is their goalkeeper in real life, so he's still there. Tottenham are playing Man United today, so we'll keep an eye on that. Tottenham have took the early lead, but Man United cancelling that one out straight away at 1 each. Really, for our benefit, I guess, it won't hurt for the top 2 to go sailing away, as long as they keep beating the sides around us. We played Liverpool twice, we haven't got to play them again, but this is painful. We're not making things easy for ourselves. We're dominating matches, but we're not scoring goals. We are not scoring goals. I said we dominated against Brighton, we dominated against Newcastle. There is something that's just not quite going right against some of these smaller teams, and I cannot pinpoint it all. Can we get a goal back straight away to just shrug off any fears there? Good ball from Atkinson to Deji Satona. What can you say about that? Need to be doing far better than that. Just put your foot through it. Just put your foot through it and put it to the far post, and the goalkeeper's not got a prayer. But we could have a second chance here. Satona puts it in. It's just too tame. It is. It's far too tame. And there's only so much our defence can do. I mean, if we go and concede a second here, thank God we don't. But I'm a bit worried this highlight is going on a bit longer than it should do. It feels like there's going to be a goal for someone. Bishop out to Ferguson. I thought Almeida had put it out, but it's out for a corner. I'm going to berate the players here that it's just not good enough. There's something that's going wrong for us, and as I said, I cannot pinpoint it. Let's have a look at the instructions. I guess we take off that set pieces. I guess shoot on sight wouldn't hurt too much, but yeah, it does worry me a bit. And I'm going to take off play out of defence and try and pass into space, because there is something going wrong against these smaller teams. We're doing well against the bigger teams. We've beaten Man City and Tottenham, But all of that dwindles into obscurity, really, when you can't get points against... I mean, Leeds are a good side, sure, but if you can't get points against Newcastle and Brighton, something's going wrong. And we're going to go in at the break for the second game in succession, 1-0 down. I'm going to slam the players, say that's not good enough, and this could be a big match. It really is. If we lose today, you can see both Arsenal and Tottenham go above us. We need to start doing something quick in this second half. So Tony gets the ball, he hoofs it out. Nobody there, though. Nobody there at all. Maybe we need to start playing 2 men up front, I don't know. But Traoré with a shot, Pickford gets it easily enough. Can we do something? Pickford hoofs it out. Again, seems like the defence has got the measure of us. Iwobi with a poor pass there, straight to Shackleton for Leeds. And the real concerning thing for us is that all I've seen in the last half an hour is highlights for Leeds. That suggests our attacks have been shoddy at best. Satona wins the ball back. It's 2-0 Leeds. I'm getting very close to using a swear word on this video because I don't get it. I really don't get it. I just don't get how we can go and beat the big sides, and that's all well and good, but then if we're going to go and lose against Leeds, drop points against Brighton, drop points against Newcastle, we might as well not bother. And a top 6 place, which to be honest is ours by... a top 4 place, which is ours by rights. We're doing our best to bottle it. We really are. Arsenal are drawing against Watford. Man United are beating Tottenham. So actually, we do stay above these teams. But the point is, if the sides below us are tripping up, again, Chelsea are losing. Everything is going right, except we're not picking up the pieces. And, yeah, nothing's happening that's going to benefit us here. We need 2 goals in 20 minutes. And we need one pretty quickly. Or notice we put 2 men up front. We need to do something, because something's not going right. Good pass from Ryan Hill to Robin van den Berg. We're just not going to score today. We're not going to score. Zakaria puts to Deji Satona. Yeah, we're not going to score today. We are really not. This is shocking. I just don't get what else we can do. I can kind of take a draw in some ways against Newcastle, against Brighton. But to not even score, it's pathetic. Robin van den Berg. And this is going to display the problem with shooting on sight. It's too tame. It's just too tame. The goalkeeper is going to get it far too easily. Our XG is nearly 2. We haven't scored 1. There is something that's going wrong somewhere. And I can't put my finger on it at all. Well, all our 3 substitutions we made have been attacking substitutions. So, what more can we do? We've brought all the players on we can. The Leeds defence just seems to be wise to it. We're hoofing the ball up. And it's not working, and it's very nearly 3-0 to Leeds. They've made a lot more than we have today, clearly. But our XG is higher. We're just clearly not taking our chances, but we can't even take that chance. It's just all too... I don't even know what the word is anymore, but 14 shots, 8 of them on target. It might well be a good performance for Leeds, I don't know, but there is a pattern that's starting to show, and that pattern is that we're not being... well, anywhere near clinical enough. And although some of the sides that are below us have helped us out today, Tottenham and Arsenal and Chelsea, all of them have dropped points, but that's just not good enough. It really isn't. Yeah, far from pleased. Bad day at the office, definitely. It's a head scratcher, it really is, because against the big teams we're playing well. But that was a real chance. If we'd have got 3 points there, we'd have been 4 points clear of the guys behind. And Chelsea would need to win their game in hand now. Well, I just don't know what to think. I really don't know what to think. We are doing our best to bottle this 4th place. We really are, because in the last 3 games we've took 2 points where we could have easily took 6 or even 9. Well, that's disappointing. But our attention turns to the Championship, the Champions League now. We need to do a lot better than that. We certainly need to score a goal. If we don't do that in France, we're definitely going out. We tend to play fairly well against the big teams, so let's see how we get on today against Paris Saint-Germain. The Champions League adventure might well be over. It's 1 each on aggregate, so we need at least a goal here in France today. Really, basically, as long as we win, we're through. The team for today, the defence stays the same. We've brought Viviani in the midfield. He hasn't played much this year, and I thought I'd give him a chance. Then we've got Nelson, Lorenzo and Satona in the attacking midfield with Van den Berg up front. we've got a plethora of attacking options, and if none of them are converting, there's something wrong, A, with the tactic, or B, with the training. So if it doesn't happen today, we're going to have to look at something. Well, yeah, in fact, no, get out there and show the world you've got what it takes. Ultimately, if we don't win this, there's no shame at all. We are the underdogs. I'd love to go and do it. We played very well at Goodison. It's a different task, I suppose, here at the Parc des Princes, but let's see how we go. Again, we're going to play our football the way we usually play it. Maybe wouldn't hurt to sit back and go balanced rather than positive, actually, here, because Paris Saint-Germain are dominating a little bit in the early exchanges. But if we can get a breakaway goal and defend well, we're through. And that's something that isn't unheard of. 25 minutes in here, nothing really happened. A very quiet game, much like the first leg we played at Goodison. But let's see if anything happens. Probably won't. And it'll probably be a drab 0-0 and we'll go out. But it's not too bad. It doesn't look like either side's been particularly creative. But it is 50-50. And at half-time, absolutely no highlights. Wonderful. I'm going to pump fists and say, that wasn't good enough. Let's see what we can do in the second half. We're going to go a bit more positive. Maybe take the play out of defence instruction off. And just see how we go. One thing I also want to do is to regroup when possession's been lost. Just so we don't get caught napping on the counter-attack. And finally, we've got a highlight. Reece Nelson on the right to Lorenzo. Lorenzo puts to Deji Satona. Oh, that was poor. Vandenberg should have been a bit more awake there. But we're on the attack again. Godfrey, don't lose the ball. Livramento. Back to Godfrey. I hope this isn't a counter-attack for PSG. Livramento. Sakaria. Can we make a chance? Sakaria. Viviani. Back to Almeida. This has got all the lookings of maybe a PSG counter-attack. I might be wrong, though. Satona into the box for Reece Nelson. He makes it 1-0. Get in there. And on... Well, as it stands, we're going through to the quarterfinals. It wasn't the most fancy goal ever. It wasn't brilliant, but it was certainly a team effort. You could tell there was a lot of good build-up play involved there. And a sneaky cross from Satona. He beats all the defenders. The goalkeeper is completely caught napping there. And all that Reece Nelson has to do is play that into an open goal. Deji Satona, though, unfortunately, has picked up a knock. So we'll bring him off straight away for Alex Iwobi. We don't want him to get injured. And now it's a question of what can PSG do. Again, if it finishes 1 each here, it goes to extra time because both sides have scored one away goal. But I have a feeling PSG aren't going to take this line down. Larios, Iwobi, I tell you what, if we can score 2 here, then PSG have to score 3. That makes it a bit more tempting to push up a bit more. Livramento loses the ball, a bit poor there really, but I could see what he was trying to do. Good pressure being put on by our lads though. We're not making it easy for PSG here. Wow, Felix. Haaland on the ball. Bernardo Silva shoots. And that, I presume it's Bernardo Silva, by the way. Bernardo, yeah, it is Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva puts it wide. It is fair to say PSG have probably been the better team today so far. And let's see what happens here. Silva into the box. It's 1 each now. Eric Garcia makes it 1 each. I was just about to sit back and go a bit more defensive. But you know what? Let's go positive. Because if we can get 1 more goal, PSG then require 2. So I think if we sit back and go counter-attacking or defensive, it's quite likely PSG might score anyway. But if we can really put the pressure on, get a goal, then PSG, as I say, need 2 because of the away goal rule. Sakaria. Viviani. Sakaria again. Not quite. Not quite. We're getting a bit sloppy now. Haaland shoots. It's 2-1 PSG. If they go 3-1 up here, it's definitely game over. Kimpembe, Bernardo Silva. Oof. The bar definitely helping us out there. We have got a few subs to use, so we might as well use them. Sakari looks tired, so we'll bring Gitier, and we'll bring Lewis Bate on for him and play him as a Mazzala. And we'll also bring on Sam Atkinson to see what he can do. We'll put Reece Nelson up front. We'll put Atkinson out on the right. Just see what we can do here. Can we do anything? Shoot on sight might be an idea because, as I said, if we can get a goal, we are through to the next round. Providing PSG don't score before us. 10 minutes to go, and we're doing what we've done a lot in previous matching, praying that we can get an opportunity. I don't think it's going to happen for us. I don't know if we committed a bit too much. Whether we could have kept it at 1 each is questionable. I don't know, but let's see. Pickford. Come on, Pickford. Get on with it a bit. It's only like we've got a match to go and score a goal in, for goodness sake. Jude Bellingham. Melendez. This isn't going to happen, is it? Haaland, who are on the edge of the box. Tackle him. Bellingham, Haaland, goal. Well, it looks like our Champions League journey's over, unfortunately. That is a real shame. Well, it was all going for us half an hour ago, but PSG have come back into it. Not good enough again. But it's been a good campaign, you know. It's our first Champions League campaign. We've done well to get where we did. It was a tough draw against PSG, and for most of this match and most of the previous match, I'd have to say we've matched them, but the last half an hour has been a bit poor, you know, caught napping a little bit. Maybe we should have just sat back a bit more and took the one each into extra time, I don't know, but you'd suggest that PSG would have probably been the better side going into extra time. So a bit disappointing there. The one thing I can say is at least we can concentrate directly on the Premier League now. The board will be happy with that. The board will definitely be happy with that. Yeah, I'm going to say I'm disappointed because we didn't really do ourselves justice. I'm going to send our assistant to that. Disappointing there. Liverpool also go out by the same scoreline. Chelsea win their game in hand, which is marvellous. But I guess now we do focus on the Premier League. This season's been a bit of a tough one because I've played in the Champions League, a bit of fixture congestion. But now we've got one competition to focus on, and that is the Premier League. And really, we need to start a bit of a winning run now. We've got Watford, Derby, Wolves, Southampton, Bournemouth and Villa, and add Leicester onto that. And to be brutally honest, I think we target 7 wins out of 7. And that's what we need to do. We've got Watford and Derby. There's no real congestion. It's one game a week. The standard, I guess, well, it's the standard, isn't it? One game on a Saturday a week or a Sunday. Go out there every week, go and win the matches and give ourselves the best chance to go and finish 4th, if not 3rd in the Premier League again. So a bit disappointing there to go out of the Champions League, but you know what? It is what it is, isn't it? And again, we've got a bit of a cash injection, over 8 million. That'll certainly help the club out. And let's see what we can go and do. Hopefully go on a bit of a run now. I don't know when I'll come back. I might come back for those last 2 games against Arsenal and Manchester United. I might come back for another episode before that, but we'll see how things go and we'll see what the permutations look like. But if you've enjoyed today's episode, albeit 2 losses, so not the best, but ho-hum, we carry on, we pick up again, and hopefully our attackers start to do something better, because if they don't, we do start to worry. But if you've enjoyed that, leave a like down below, comment your thoughts as well, and subscribe for regular Football Manager 2021 content. I've been TIJ Gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye for now.